everyone, and welcome to another episode of Exvius Updates, the show that brings you all of the hottest information for our fantastic application, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global, available to you guys on iOS, Android, as well as Amazon devices. I am your host, Shaly, and we're here with our always special guest.
Hi, I'm Hiroki. I'm producer of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global version.
All right, so it's almost the end of August. Summer is almost over. I hope you guys had an excellent summer. I know that I did, and I heard that Fujimoto-san had a great summer.
My skin is tan.
Yeah, you're tan. I'm also tan. We had a good time. But we also have a lot more information to share with you guys about the stuff that's coming for FFBE.
Yes, so in this update, we'll talk about the Final Fantasy V
Final Fantasy V, so I'm very much looking forward to what units we can expect from Final Fantasy V, as well as the new bosses or trial bosses that we're going to get, and latent abilities as well.
Yeah. Okay, Alex, it's your turn.
Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm Alex, and I hope you're excited for today's updates because we got some really cool stuff, and I've got the latest information once again straight from the development team. So yeah, get excited.
I am excited. I'm always excited.
You're always excited. Yes, that you are. And so let's jump straight into the new event that we will have with this update. It's going to be a Final Fantasy V event this time.
That's correct.
Yeah, Exdeath Castle. There's going to be a medal exchange, your typical Mog King event, so you'll be able to obtain the event currency, which this time will be Dragon Grass. And you'll be able to exchange that, of course, for items and equipment in the King Mog shop. Sounds good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, a King Mog event is always kind of very self-explanatory. You just farm all the currency that you can and you go exchange for some really good stuff. So everybody can play it, even the beginners are welcome, although it might be a little bit harder for them to get going, but it's good.
That's true,
it's definitely
we'll get it. And it is a great opportunity indeed to get your hands on some really cool gear. And as part of the main rewards, you'll be able to get your hands on. Through this event, we are going to have the Ancient Sword from Final Fantasy V, which is going to give you plus 103 attack, as well as enable Old, which will reduce attack, defense, magic, and spirit for one enemy. In addition to that, we're also going to have the Staff of Light, again from Final Fantasy V, which will give plus 9 attack, plus 78 spirit, and it'll also have the Light Elemental, and enable Holy, which will also deal light damage to one enemy.
Excellent. So make sure that you guys are farming the Dragon Grass in order to be able to exchange for these fabulous pieces of equipment as well as other items available. But we are going to now go into the units and their abilities as well as latent abilities. Now that Final Fantasy V is getting a little bit of a revival within FFBE, because we did have the units there before. But now they're coming in with brand new spanking armor and looking all fabulous with CG movies and stuff. So let's take a look. Yes, let's take a look at Bart, Warrior of Light Bart. He's of course 5-star base to 7-star base, and he is going to be a very strong true dual wield physical attacker. So true dual wield has, now come back to the spotlight thanks to lightning, radiant lightning. Well, now Bart is going to come in and just like cement what she started, and he is going to be able to do that by boosting a lot of the damage from his abilities kit. So he's got a lot of damage modifiers to make sure that all of the damage that he's making can be multiplied by very, very nice numbers, and make that output look all
get all that damage
glaring on the screen with all the numbers across the board. Not only can he do that, but he can also imperil and imbue the wind element to his attacks. Sometimes the imperil can go as up to 120%, which is a very nice number to have when you're trying to deal elemental damage. He's also going to have abilities that change with Absolute Mirror of Equity, which is the new established chain family that's out there, taking names, setting a new, well, not necessarily new anymore, but setting the trend. Before it was Divine Ruination, now we're in the age of Absolute Mirror of Equity, as it should be, because that is what FFBE is about. Lastwell, Reagan, all of those wonderful people that are in the main story. And not only that, but of course Bart's comes with a brand new Limit Burst that not only has a CG animation, which we'll see in just a little bit. His LB boosts the modifier of certain abilities, damage modifier for certain abilities, and also fills his LB gauge for the next turn. However, since he is, one of these fancy new CG movie units, his LB will start at max at the very beginning of battle at 7-star. So you don't even have to, gather all those LB crystals at the very beginning, because he's already going to have his LB set up. So if you have the LB and then you cast the LB again, he's boosting the LB gauge for the next turn. So it's kind of like, you know, you help yourself to kind of make this endless LB cycle if you play your cards right, which is absolutely excellent. Now, his Trustmaster is really, really good. They're called the Hermes sandals. Hermes, you know, the Greek god, the messenger. It has a nice raw stat of 40 attack, which is excellent on any damage dealer. But it also has this passive ability called Traveler's Progression, which is going to boost your equipment attack when you are dual wielding weapons. So you have one weapon in each hand, and it will also boost your LB gauge, so it will fill your LB gauge every turn as well. So imagine equipping this to Bart.
There you go.
And then casting the LB, having it fill for the next turn.
And again,
it's all meant to go together. It's all meant to click like that, and I absolutely love it. Now, he also has this cooldown ability called Dual Spellblade that you can use once every 4 turns, and it deals wind damage to one enemy 2 times, so it's 2 separate times, taking advantage of the game mechanics, something that we call backload damage, and boosts the damage of certain abilities, as well as enable Brave Blade, Final Fantasy V in parentheses, for 1 turn. Now, what is Brave Blade? Brave Blade is going to deal partial unmitigated damage to one enemy 3 times.
3 times?
Yes, so, you know, use the cooldown ability in order to deal damage 2 times separately to one enemy, and then as well as unlock an ability that will deal damage 3 times to one enemy.
Okay.
So it's wonderful, it's beautiful, I absolutely love it. Now, onto his latent abilities. Here is going to have one that's called Fragments of Inner Courage, and maxed out at 2, he's going to be able to boost the damage of 6 different abilities in his toolkit, including Brave Blade, Final Fantasy V that I just mentioned, the one that attacks one enemy 3 times, which is absolutely great. And then the other latent ability that we're going to discuss is Distant Homeland 2, which allows you to escape death at 100% chance rate 1 time, as long as your HP is above 1%. So if you are struggling in a trial and you think death is coming for you because, you know, the enemy hits hard, if you are at least holding on to 1% of your health, you will be able to escape death 1 time with Barts in your party. So
what's up with the 1%, man? They get all the advantages.
Yeah, they get everything.
They get everything.
No, I'm just kidding. But Barts is an excellent unit here to deal all sorts of damage and provide you with lots and lots of true dual wield goodness to your party. But without further ado, it's time to take a look at his LB cinematic.
Yeah.
So let's take a look and see Barts in action.
Wow, would you look at that? I gotta say, I love those colors, man.
It was beautiful. It's like a rainbow of swords.
It's like candy. It's like
I know,
for your eyes.
He's so flashy. He was definitely trying to make a statement, and I'm here for it. Good job, Barts. We're waiting on you. You're gonna be a good one. You're gonna be a good one. But not only is Barts going to be an excellent unit coming from Final Fantasy V, we have a brand new Lenna, a 5-star base Lenna that of course you can evolve to a 7-star, and she's going to be also a Warrior of Light Lenna. And let me tell you, Lenna is kind of sort of a meta-breaking healer.
Okay.
In FFBE. Now,
I like
this
the sound of that.
Going to be like a civil war between the Myra fanboys and the Lenna fanboys. But let me tell you why Lenna is a little bit different and what is it that makes Lenna so good. Now, she is a healer that can triple cast white magic. Triple casting magic is always very welcome, is absolutely great. I am 100% behind it. But not only that, she can fill her party's limit burst gauge with her cooldown skills. She can also heal and boost the resistance of fire and water elements for all allies. She also has the ability to boost resistance against attack magic, defense spirit breaks, stop, charm, and all status ailments. So she is going to help you to resist before anything happens to you. She can also restore MP for all allies, but I think the thing that makes her absolutely amazing is that she can actually cure, she can remove status breaks. So if you are stuck with an attack down or a magic down and you're trying to deal damage, she can actually remove that.
Just get rid of it.
Yes, and she can also remove stop and charm as well, which is, so she has everything. She can remove stat breaks. She can remove stop and she can remove charm. Now this is for one ally, so you might have to cast it multiple times if you have several allies suffering from these, you know, breaks or, you know, enfeeblements, as we like to call them. But the fact that she has this in her kit makes her absolutely invaluable in your party. You will be able to take on basically any boss or any monster that comes your way if you have Lenna in your party. Now her Trustmaster is an equipable ability that boosts spirit by 50% and also boosts the restoration amount of certain white magic, which is not something that we see very often. We have a lot, well not a lot, but we have a few units who boost the restoration amount of certain items. So if a potion is supposed to only heal you for 10 HP, if you are using one of those units, it might heal you for 20 HP or 30 HP. But this time around is for the actual white magic that you cast for restoring HP. So you'll be able to get the most out of your magic, especially out of Lenna if you have her equipped with this equipable ability. Now her Super Trust Master is the Judgment Staff from Final Fantasy V. It's going to give you an attack of 60, a spirit raw stat of 163, sorry. I'm like tripping over my words. But also a spirit plus 30% boost on top of that. So that's 163 flat plus 30% on top of that. And to make it, you know, even more amazing, it's light elemental and it also enables Dispelga, which means that you can remove all positive status effects on any boss that you are encountering. And this is gonna sound dumb, but I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a battle and I don't have this Dispelga on me. And I've been saved a couple of times because I have Odin equipped and he has Finger Snap, so I'm able to like somehow deal with it in the moment. But sometimes you just think you're going in with everything that you need and you forgot that you didn't bring Dispelga, but you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not a problem anymore if you have just, you know, her Super Trust Master equipped on Lenna or on anyone. The enabled Dispelga is always very, very good. Now her cooldown ability, Genuine Generosity, works as Entrust. You're going to be able to use it once every 10 turns and it will consume her own LB gauge to fill the LB gauge of other allies except for herself. So if you are wanting to hint cast that Bart's LB in the same party and Lenna is not making use of her LB gauge right now, then just give all of that LB goodness to Bart so that he can continue just dishing out that damage. Teamwork, right? Yeah. Exactly. And so not only that, she also has latent abilities that you guys are going to be able to enhance. So Waltz of Tycoon at 2 is going to boost spirit by 200% and reduce magic damage taken by all allies by 30% for 3 turns. So not only is Lenna a healer, like an amazing healer, but she's also serving kind of as like a damage mitigator for your party / tank with this kind of ability, which is absolutely excellent. And then her Spreading One's Wings 2 is going to boost Fire, Ice, Lightning elemental resistance by 30%. It's going to activate Spread One's Wings at the start of battle, and that is an 120% spirit boost that will activate at the start of battle. Also, if she dies and she gets revived, it will also activate again. And it will reduce the MP consumption of abilities by 20%. Now, we don't struggle for MP nowadays too much, but these new units, in order to cast their like bigger abilities, their MP cost is quite up there sometimes. So I will take an MP reduction cost any day. That is always helpful, no matter who you are, no matter what units you have in your party. So yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see people comparing Lenna to Myra and things like that. But obviously Lenna has a lot in her kit that is just absolutely amazing. She's useful in all kinds of ways, especially in those hard battles that we are getting more and more of as the months go by. You know, we got the Chamber of the Vengeful, and then we've got all these Final Fantasy series bosses that are coming out as well. So make sure that you are taking full advantage of Lenna here. She is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Now we're going to move on to Atli. Now Atli is a 4-star base. She is going to be a physical attacker. She's actually an FFV original unit. She's not from FF5, but she's going to be able to chain with Absolute Mirror of Equity abilities, and she also has the ability to deal a lot of damage against avian monsters, aka birds. Now, her Trustmaster is the Air Tempest Sword, which has a raw attack of 125, but it's also Wind Elemental. Okay. So if you're looking for a Wind Elemental sword and you can't get the Super Trustmaster from Bart's, because, you know, it's not as easy to get, then maybe you get yourself an Atli, which is 4-star base, and this one will be a little bit easier to get if you're looking to get that Elemental Wind Sword on your inventory. Then we are moving on to the last unit here, which is Tessin, a 3-star base. He is also an FFB original character. He's not from FF5, but he has a very cool, like, monk-looking design, and he also has a staff. And we don't have many, like, people who use the staff as a weapon, so that's a really nice change to see. Now, Tessin is also a physical attacker, and he can remove defense and spirit debuffs on himself. He also can restore HP and MP for himself, and he can cure poison and blind for himself as well. So he's very self-centered, literally speaking. Like he's looking out for number 1, but he's still a very interesting character to see. And his Trust Master is called the Awe-Inspiring Origin, which is an equipable ability. This will boost your HP by 10% and boost your attack by 30% when equipped with clothes.
Okay.
Now, we have a lot of units that use clothes. That sounds right?
Yeah.
Like everybody should be wearing clothes, but you know what I mean.
Wear clothes, guys. That's today's PSA.
If there's one thing that you should learn from today's episode is please wear clothes. But that's it for all the units that are coming with the FF5 event. Stick around for more information to come.
Because we got more. Okay, and next we will also be having a new trial boss. This time it's going to be a Final Fantasy V series boss battle. Going to be Neo Exdeath. And so yeah, this event will begin on August 29th after maintenance. And again, since it is going to be a series boss battle, select Final Fantasy V units will be receiving some stat bonuses. So you will be wanting to use these nice, juicy new units like the Warrior of Light Barts and Lenna, right? And they should make your job easier when facing this boss. The boss is going to be a battle of 2 waves, okay? So the first wave you will be facing Exdeath, which after a certain amount of turns will be able to cast Power of Nothingness, which will inflict death to all enemies. So you will want to watch out for that one because this also negates death resistance.
Yes.
So yeah.
If you don't have that auto revive on, you're not going to survive it with any equipment that you have on. So you have been warned. You
have been warned, yes. It's going to be a tough battle, but yeah, during the second wave also you will be facing Neo Exdeath this time. And Neo Exdeath will be attacking you with skills that inflict a lot of different status ailments. So, you know, make sure you come prepared for that. You know, Lenna would be really good there too as well for those status ailments. And yeah, they'll have a strong base of both magic and physical attacks, so you know, come geared up, come ready for this battle. And if you are able to make it through this battle and even complete mission challenges, you will be able to get your hands on some enlightenment keys as well as lapis as your rewards. So yeah, definitely give it a try.
Yeah, sounds tough, but I know that you guys can do that. I believe in each and every one of you. So good luck to all of you, and may the rewards be plenty.
Okay, and next we also have an update on the next series of ability awakenings that will be making their way to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
That's right, and the units that you should look out for are Papa Reagan, Citra, Sieghart, Folka, Ignacio, and Sid. So basically, all of the Veritases out of their armor, which is always great to see because they make such a fantastic group all together. And Sieghart is one of my favorites. He makes an absolute tank, but he's also just a laugh riot as a character. So I'm looking forward to see what ability awakenings come for him, and you guys should be looking forward to them too. So make sure that you are stocking up on all those crests and also on your new enlightenment points when you need them for awakening ability.
Q&A corner!
Yay!
This is Q&A corner. We will answer your questions. So, Shaly, what question we have today?
We have 2 questions today, and the first one is by Fabian Rojas, and Fabian is asking, are we ever going to get any global exclusive or original espers in any way?
Yes. Esper. So we don't have any plan to release a global original Esper at this moment. However, following the recent released Elena, so we are planning on another global original unit.
Oh, okay.
So we will answer you. We will announce more detail maybe at that time.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So please look forward to it.
Okay. So maybe not Esper so much, but more units to come, just as fantastic as Elena. That's a very tough promise to keep. So, we'll have to look at what happens with that. And then our second question here is by Abi Maulana. And Abi asks, when will Sora and Cloud from Kingdom Hearts get the adjustments to make them the same as the Japanese version counterparts?
Good question.
Yes, very good question.
So, yes, of course. We are planning on update Sora and Cloud Kingdom Hearts when they come back. However, at this stage, however, I'm not able to say when this will when this will be. Sorry.
All right, so it's going to happen. We just don't know exactly when it is that it's going to happen. Okay, but I have to tell you that from my friends list, my Cloud from Kingdom Hearts has been there since his release. I didn't change him. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure my friends are angry at me. Like, Shaly, please change the unit. No, I'm never going to change it. So I am waiting so much. I've been waiting for so long for this change.
Yes.
Hopefully happen.
Yes. So anyway, we look forward to having your questions.
Yes, so please send more. We always love hearing from you. We want to know what you guys are interested in, and make sure that you leave more questions down below in the comments so that we can pick them up for next time.
Yes.
All right, and moving on to even more exciting stuff. So during our 3rd anniversary celebration live stream, we mentioned that we are looking forward to you guys' designs of both units and bosses, so that they can be picked and actually made into those units and bosses within FFBE.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And we're waiting for your submissions from the units of every different role, right? So we're going to have, in the end up choosing one for a physical attacker, magic attacker, healer, buffer, debuffer, tank unit, and also 3 bosses, right? So please send in the submissions.
Yes, I cannot wait for all of those to make it, because I want to see them.
Yes. So far, we have around 200 entries.
Wow.
So we are still continuing to receive more entries. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your wonderful art. So please
send more.
Send more. Draw the chapter units.
Yes, we are very excited to hear from all of you and to see all of your submissions, because we know just how creative and amazing you guys all are. But you only have until September 2nd at 00:59 PDT to make your submissions, which is about a week only left for you guys to be able to send in your stuff. Don't you want to be immortalized in FFBE by having one of your units or one of your boss designs be in the actual game forever? I think that's a yes for everyone,
how awesome
right?
would that be?
Yeah, so don't miss out on this chance to, just let your creative juices flow and make sure that you, whatever idea that you may have, that it might be just forever in FFBE for every community member to enjoy. I am just very, very excited to see all of these entries coming up. The voting period for you guys to choose the actual winners is going to start from September 15th at 1 PDT. But also, there are more details on the actual unit contest and boss contest design on the links below. So make sure that you go out and check those out if you want more information on how it is that you can submit your entries and how you can make your own idea shine in the world of FFBE. I cannot wait to see all of these amazing designs that I know that you guys can prepare, and I am going to be voting on my favorite one as well. So very exciting to see. Good luck to all of you guys. All right, it's about that time to end the show, but it was very exciting to see the FF5 characters all revamped and new and shiny and sparkling coming into the world of FFB. Very exciting.
Yeah. Although we are approaching the end of the video, I have one last announcement to make.
One last announcement. What could be?
We have reached 40 million downloads worldwide.
Woo!
Yay! Thank you very much.
Amazing!
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing the game. Thank you.
Yes, I mean, we cannot say thank you enough. I don't think there are enough words in this world for us to express our gratitude for downloading our game 40 million times worldwide. What an accomplishment.
That is insane.
Amazing, amazing. So congratulations to everyone in the FFV team and of course to our players who make it all possible. In order for us to show our gratitude to you, to show you how much we appreciate all of the love that you have for FFBE, we're going to have a special $40 million download campaign. Yes. So for the event details, we're going to have a 40 million download special login bonus, which is going to give special tickets for a 40 million download step-up summon. So be on the lookout for that. Now, the 40 million download step-up summon is going to have 2 types of summons that are planned for the celebration. And players will be able to summon with these tickets that, we mentioned before, that you can get throughout the login bonus period. So make sure that you're logging in every day so that you can amount as many tickets as possible in order to be able to do this special step-up summon. And we'll also have 40 million download special quests, which will give you lapis or rare summon tickets and other items, mystery. So make sure that you are doing those so that you can get all of the rewards available. And we'll also be running a half energy campaign throughout the whole thing. Nice. So if you have to catch up with story or you want to do, some of the new trials without spending as much energy as you need, well, depending on whether the half energy is on everything or on just the map. We'll have to get to you, back to you on that later. But half energy is always good no matter where it is in the game that you can find it. So all of that to celebrate 40 million downloads worldwide. Alex, what do you think?
Man, I don't know, man. I just can't wrap my head around 40 million. That's like, can't even imagine that.
I know. I don't know what the odds are. Like there's 40 million people in the world playing FFB at the same time.
But that is
such
that is such a cool thought though, that so many people are, playing the game, enjoying the game, and it's just such a cool community to be a part of.
I know, there's so many of us. Much love to each and every one of you. And again, thank you so much for making it possible, because we wouldn't be able to do it without you. But if you have friends or family who have not join the FFBE phenomenon just yet, it's time to spread the love. Let's go to, beyond 40 million downloads, maybe, right? That would be cool.
Yeah, we hope to reach the 50, 60 million downloads more.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And to continue provide the wonderful FFB experience, so with your help. And please continue your love and support for FFBE.
Of course. We, again, are so grateful and thankful for everything that you guys do for the game, and we hope to continue bringing you the utmost fun and exciting content that we are able to provide. Make sure that you're not missing out on any of the stuff, and we'll catch you on the next episode. See ya. Bye.
Bye.